This is Darshana Gauchan with your daily news update for February 12, 2026. We start with a quick look at regional markets. Markets in South Korea and Japan hit all-time peaks lifted by the technology sector. That lifted MSCI's broadest index of Asia-Pacific shares to another record. The index was 0.7% higher, taking its gains in the first 6 weeks of the year to about 13%. Hong Kong's Hang Seng fell 0.9%, the Shanghai Composite Index edged 0.1% higher. Zooming in on Cambodia's market, the Cambodia Securities Exchange Index was down 1.38 points or 0.32% to 424.06. Total trade volume was down with 84,938 shares changing hands at a total value of 414.2 million real or close to $103,000. On the main board, 4 stocks were up, led by Pestec Cambodia, while 4 stocks were also down, with Cam GSM as the biggest loser of the day. Over on the growth board, Picasso City Garden was up, JS Land was down, and DBD Engineering stayed flat. Shifting to the exchange rate, the Khmer Rial strengthened to 4,024 Rial per US dollar, while the US dollar index was up to 96.87. Turning to global commodities, oil prices edged up on Thursday morning as investors considered potential escalation of US-Iran tensions and fears that any attacks on Tehran or shipping could lead to supply disruptions. Brent crude oil futures were up 0.5% at $69.75 US dollars a barrel. US West Texas Intermediate crude rose 0.57% to $65 US dollars. Gold prices ticked lower after unexpectedly strong U.S. jobs data for January dented hopes for more interest rate cuts from the U.S. Federal Reserve in the near term, while a firmer dollar added to pressure on the market. Spot gold edged 0.3% lower to $5,064.90 US dollars per ounce. U.S. gold futures for April delivery lost 0.2% to $5,086.30 US dollars per ounce. Looking at the crypto market, Bitcoin's price remained under pressure, retreating below $68,000, down sharply from the year-to-date high of $126,300 US dollars. Moving on now to other business-related news. Cambodia and Pakistan signed 3 key documents to promote deeper bilateral trade cooperation and expand economic engagement on February 11th, following the second Cambodia-Pakistan Joint Trade Committee meeting held in Islamabad. The two sides mutually commended growing sectoral synergies and exchanged views on breaking down trade barriers, focusing on enhanced market access as the primary goal for bilateral growth. His Excellency Hem Vandi, Minister of Industry, Science, Technology and Innovation, received a delegation from Angkor Dairy Products on February 11th, welcoming the company's growing investment and contribution to Cambodia's consumer goods manufacturing sector. The company has announced plans to introduce new pasteurized milk products and new machinery in Cambodia while expanding dairy farming and contract farming with local families, an initiative expected to generate about 200 additional jobs. The Ministry of Environment and the Asia Foundation have signed an agreement to develop strategic environmental assessment procedures with support from Australian aid, aimed at improving the quality and effectiveness of environmental impact assessment implementation in Cambodia. The agreement was signed on February 12th by a Secretary of State at the Ministry of Environment and a representative of the Asia Foundation in Cambodia. That's all for today's update. This was Darshana Gauchan for B2B Asia News.